Welcome ladies and gentlemen to my Stamina Templar PvP build video for the Dark Brotherhood. This is an updated version of my Thieves Guild Stamina Templar PvP video. We are a little bit more tanky and I changed a few things, made some improvements and modifications, so we are totally ready for Dark Brotherhood. So I just want to go over the character stats, gear, champion points, skills, and then we're already done. So just to show you my character stats when I buff myself: 4.3k weapon damage, 1.9k stamina recovery, 3.32k stamina, 27k health, almost 16k magicka. And if I use a jabs or a crit potion, I'm almost at 50% weapon crit. I'm using the serpent for more stamina recovery. This is really important. Buff food wise, I'm using this one, the purple tri-stat food. If you're not in red guard, you also can use this buff food, for example, because you will need more stamina recovery. This gives you max health and then it also gives you a lot of stamina recovery, pretty cool. Or if you don't need the extra magicka, you can use max health, max stamina buff food, which is really nice. For race, again, I really recommend being a red guard because this passive, 1k stamina every 3 seconds equals like 500 stamina recovery, so it's really great stuff. Then of course extra stamina and stamina recovery. Orc, Imperial, Wood Elf, Khajiit of course also works, you just need more stamina recovery then. Then another thing, you can be a vampire or a werewolf, it's really up to you. Many people prefer a werewolf, yes, but I think in the next patch vampire is also cool, because especially because of this, while you have vampirism stage 2 or higher, we get extra magic and stamina recovery and we don't have to slot the skill anymore, so we get that all the time, so it's pretty cool. Plus, Bat Swarm and Alias of Mist can be really nice. But again, it's not needed for this build, it's just maybe you like it. Because we only get extra damage from Fighter's Guild abilities next patch. So there is no extra damage for vampires, and the 60% extra damage from Dawnbreaker or Smithing is also gone, so you don't have to worry. So vampires will have a comeback in the next patch, I'm pretty sure. Now for gear. So previously I was wearing Hunting's Rage, this is still good. I changed my setup a little bit, so I went 5 pieces Alchemist, 3 pieces Endurance, 2 pieces Bloodspawn, and Maelstrom Bow and Maelstrom Axe like before. So here, let's start with jewelry. You can wear Agility if you want. I prefer Endurance, it's really cheap. You can get it in Robust and slap weapon damage glyphs on all of those. So pretty cool. Alchemist, because 660 weapon damage for 15 seconds. So the combo Endurance Alchemist really fits together because we get a ton of weapon damage and we get 3.5 extra health bonuses, so our health is pretty high. Then 2 pieces Bloodspawn, because 1 stamina recovery and extra resistance. So I'm wearing 1 heavy, 6 medium. You can run 7 medium if you want. Make sure to have as much impenetrable traits as possible. Impenetrable is really fucking OP, so you want to have this, believe me. Tri-stat glyphs, I have them on the armor. You don't need them if you feel you don't need the health and stamina. Just use stamina glyphs. You also can only use tri-stat glyph on the chest, pants or head and you're cool. 3 up to you. Then you can either wear Bloodspawn or Malubeth. Malubeth is one of the most broken OP sets because it gives you 30% increased healing, and this set plus the major mending from the Templar, it's mending if I remember, let me see, yeah, major mending, increasing our healing by another 25%, so we have 55% increased healing, plus we have some champion points, so we are at 65% increased healing. You will not die if you have those things up, believe me. I just like Bloodspawn more because the ulti chain is really cool. Now, if you don't have Maelstrom weapons, what you can do is either use a Lake's bow and a Lake's axe together with a Lake's shoulder. Yes, you will lose the monster set, but you will gain another weapon damage bonus. You also can use a random weapon if you want to. So now, next thing, the Maelstrom weapons. So I'm using poisons on this build, it's really important. Well, it's not super important, but it really comes in handy. So on the bow I have this poison, the damage magical poison, increases the cost of your victim's magic abilities by 60%, and the other one is for stamina. And yes, you can put both on the same enemy. They have 10-second cooldown, so basically you can keep them up at all the time. Again, you can cleanse poisons with extended ritual if you want to. Now, the trick is, so if I take this away, right, it says Thunderous Volley enchantment and adds 190 weapon damage. So the volley enchantment itself will not be working, but the extra 190 weapon damage still works even if we have the poisons on. I tested this. Doesn't matter if I have it on or off, same damage. So you still get your 190 weapon damage, although it doesn't show it anymore. So we don't really need the enchantment, we just want extra weapon damage plus poisons. GG. Just make sure not to end up as a flower picker, please, because you go through poisons really quickly. Another thing, I almost forgot this, so we are using a axe, a two-hander axe, because of the passive from two-hander. Here you see axes grant your melee attack 16% chance to apply a bleeding, dealing 9k physical damage over 6 seconds. So the bleeding ticks between 2 and 4k. It is a really strong, plus it goes directly to the health. So it goes through shields, that's why it's really strong, and it can kill off shield spammers. Pretty cool. Now let's take a look at the champion points really quickly. So 70 points mighty, 20% physical damage, 30 points into piercing, the extra physical penetration is nice, and 22 points into precise strikes for extra critical. I don't use Thaumaturge on this build because my main ability is Wrecking Blow. I only use Biting Jabs on perma blockers. 25 points into Shattering Blows, because extra damage on shields, it's nice, and I have 20 points into Blessed, so we get even more healing. Then 47 Tumbling for reduced cost of roll dodge and break free, 60 points Mooncalf, stamina recovery, 60 points Warlord, reduced stamina cost of skills. Then here nothing, now I have 60-60, I just split them, make sure to have 120 points in here because of Unchained. Reduces stamina cost of abilities by 80% for 3 seconds after breaking free or stun, immobilize and all that kind of nasty stuff. This is really strong. And 47 points into resistance to get extra resistance from critical hits. So here we get almost 15% and we have impenetrable traits, so we really get low critical damage from enemies. It's really great. Maybe there's a better setup if you want to use Biting Jabs more than Wrecking Blow. Make sure to have points in Thaumaturge. I just use Wrecking Blow as my main damage ability, so I don't want to have points in here. Okay, now let's take a look at the skills. So again, I have a two-hander bow setup. So my two-hander bar is the main bar, so I use Rally here. Rally is really great, gives you a heal over time, plus the longer it is on, so basically now it holds 31 seconds. If I activate it like 5 seconds before it runs out, it will fill my health up from almost 0 to max, because it's such a great heal. If you activate it 5 seconds after you just activated it, the heal will be a lot smaller. Then Stampede. We use this as our gap closer, plus it snares the enemy by a ton. Executioner. This got slightly buffed. It used to be 300 more damage, now it's 350. It's really strong. You can use reverse slice if you want the other morph, so it also hits other dudes if you want to. Wrecking blow. So this got changed a little bit. It doesn't knock down people anymore. But you get the extra empowered damage. We don't need the knockback. If you want the knockback, you need to use DC Swing, the other morph, but we have our Binding Javelin to CC people. Biting Jabs here. If you fight tanky people, they perma block, use this skill, it will drain their resources and it deals a shit ton of damage. Plus Piercing Spear. We need to have Aedric Spear ability on this bar because you see, while an Aedric Spear ability is slotted, increase the damage bonus for your critical strikes by 10% and your damage against blocking targets by 10%. So it's pretty cool that we can slot this here. And of course, the moment we activate Jabs, we get 12% extra critical. We see 38, I activated 48, 10% sorry. Now, here you can either use Flawless Dawnbreaker to get more weapon damage, but I prefer Dawnbreaker or Smithing. I only have it level 1, so make sure to have it level 4. So this got buffed. It's now physical damage, so it scales with Mighty. It works with armor penetration. And you see, enemies hit are also knocked down for 1.8 seconds. So basically this ultimate is undodgeable. And you can knock down people. So basically what you can do is, like when you use Dawnbreaker, right, when you use Dawnbreaker and he tries to dodge roll it or something, he will get knocked down and you can use Executioner and he will be dead, trust me. Because many people don't expect it, and as you know, you can kind of heavy weave Dawnbreaker and then, yeah, goodbye dude. It's kind of cool. Then, let's see, what else is there? Okay, that's it for the first, like this bar is kind of maced in stone, you can change it now to the second bar. Bow bar, this is a visual bug. Radiant Mage Light. You don't need it, you can use Shuffle here if you want to. I like it because, as you see, Mage's Guild gives me, when I activate the Mage's Guild ability, I get Empower buff, so what I can do is activate it, charge my heavy attack, shoot Poisoning Injection or my Javelin. And it deals, like one of the skills deals 20% more damage. Plus it reveals Sneaky Night Blades, plus when you travel around, you also prevent the stun and reduce the damage from stealth attacks by 50% for you and nearby allies. Many don't know that, but this makes you immune to be insta-killed, believe me. Extended Ritual, one of the most OP skills and the only reason why Stamina Templar is actually viable and really strong. So this does, first off, cleanse 5 negative effects, including poisons. So if you have 3 dots on you plus a poison or 2, they will all be gone. That's why I have 16k Magicka, because we really want to use this as much as possible. Plus, the moment you drop this down, you see the range when I use it, it's huge. Where is it here? So first off, enemies have reduced movement speed by 30%, the second text. On the first text, the most important one is, while you stand in this ability for up to 4 seconds after leaving them, you gain major mending, increasing your healing down by 25%. If you have this on the ground plus Vigor running, you can, I mean it takes 2 seconds and you're at full health. It's insane. And if you have this one slotted, good lord, have fun killing us. Believe me, it's fucking, it's basic. You need to be Zerg down to die. Then Binding Javelin, this is our main CC ability together with the Dawnbreaker of Smithing. Super fast traveling skill up to 36 meters range. And the damage is not that great, but it doesn't matter. What you can do is charge heavy attack, or maybe first empower it, charge it, shoot poison injection, and right after the poison injection javelin. Or another thing, Radiant Mage Light, charge heavy attack, shoot this one first, because most people can't block because it's so fast. And then the moment you shot it, you shoot the poison injection, and usually what happens is they get knocked back until they broke free and try to dodge roll, the poison injection hit them. What you do afterwards, you swap to the main bar and you Stampede, your gap closer, Executioner, because they are in trouble if they have the poison injection on them. It's a really strong combo. Javelin is really strong. Poison injection, really strong execute and a nice dot. Resolving Vigor, our main heal skill. Basically, as long as you keep Vigor running, you can't really die. Just make sure to avoid the high damage bursts. Plus, again, can cleanse most negative effects. Plus, you can time when somebody puts a inevitable proxy death on you. When you activate this skill, it will explode. So Zorgs can't get a Curse, Frag, Dawnbreaker combo on you, because you decide when the proxy blows up, or the inevitable detonation. It's really strong. So basically, activate dodge roll, and the dude will... Zorgs can't kill you. It's pretty sick. Then here, Ice Comet, it snares a lot. Again, you can use other skills. You could use a Warhorn, you can use Vampire, Ulti, it's really up to you. Then there's a few other choices. You have, I said, Shuffle can be placed here if you want to, because this skill is also OP, 20% dodge chance is crazy. You can use Restoring Focus, increasing our spell and armor resistance by 5.3k, plus gives us minor vitality and minor protection, increasing our healing done by another 8% and our damage taken reduced by 8%. So yeah, we are so tanky together with Impen, it's crazy. Stamina Temper is really strong, believe me. People that say they're weak, they don't know how to play it. That's the main issue. So that's already it. I will link my old video in the description, because there at the end of the video I have a few fights, so you see how I fight with this build. It's really important that you need to know how to fight certain enemies, and you need to know their combos, what they usually do to stay alive. Anyway, that's already it. If you have any questions, make sure to ask me in the comment section below. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching and see you soon.